Right, good afternoon. This is Jack from the ArcherChart.net, and this is an intraday video for Wednesday, the 28th of February. Hang on, disclaimer. Everything being rather slow today. Even text files. Okay, welcome. Right, our disclaimer, we do this for educational purposes only. We're here to share our technical analysis with you. We hope you can take some of what we're doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. We're not here to issue trading signals. Right, this has been a very ambiguous day. We're still on that 60-minute buy signal. We had, with the marginal lower low today, and then this rally almost back to this level. This actually set up a pretty decent looking double bottom that if we'd seen a breaking conversion of the high today, would have actually had a target back at a retest of the highs. This is pretty ambiguous stuff, but I think the bears have the edge. It's up to the bulls to really break and convert 62, and that's really been the case all day. They've not done it. They've not done it here. They didn't even get to the test here. So I think the fact is, it's the bears until demonstrated otherwise. And the setup, the overall setup I was looking at yesterday is still the one in play and is likely to deliver. Now, what was that setup? I was talking about this head and shoulders here. As you can see, we back tested slightly over the neckline here. If we'd got over here, which is pretty high, that's 27.74, which is a long way from here at the moment, then that would have been validated, but we didn't get close to that. Really, this was just a head and shoulder neckline back test, and then we did another one. So this is a slow way of proceeding downwards, but it's not invalidated any of this setup. This still has a target in the 24 area on SPX, and there's no reason really to think it's not going to reach it. Right, in terms of, where is my hourly chart? I do renew the weekly. All right, my hourly chart seems to have dropped off. I'll put that back on. Right, looking at NDX. NDX, in terms of the pattern setup, this was a nice break below here. The setup isn't really that clear in terms of a top and pattern on the chart here. We made the 15-minute sell signal, and I'm pretty sure we made that on SPX as well. Yes, we did. I was describing this yesterday as a 15-minute retracement. i.e. a 15-minute chart retracement. We haven't got any buy or sell signals really on any other charts at the moment. I think on SPX we made the buy signal targets. If we go back and retest this high, which stands expecting us to, then we'll probably get RSI 5 sell signals at the high, but we're not going to get them unless we do go back. That's the case still on NDX, although that's still on an RSI 14 sell signal that hasn't made the full target, but has made the possible and they missed one. In terms of the RUT obviously made the 5-minute. No current signals on the daily. We have been testing support, I would note, on the daily middle band. We haven't reached that yet on SPX, but the chances are we're going to later. And on the 60-minute, we are on a 60-minute RSI 14 sell signal, which I would expect to make target. And this is a possible head and shoulder neckline, but it's more likely to be an asymmetric double top support line. I think what this is telling us is that this move may go deeper than Stan's currently expecting, and it's possible that we've actually seen the rally high here. So I'm going to be waiting to see how the low looks as and when we've made targets to the downside, which, as I said, I suspect we're going to do. But the target here for a breakdown is on a breakdown conversion of 1528. We're looking at a target in approximately the 1490 area. That's just below the 50% fib retrace of this rally move, and I think there's pretty decent odds we're going to make it. So I like the setup. It looks good. It's been a very choppy way of getting to it so far today. We're close enough to the weekly pivot that we may just go straight there. And there's a nice head and shoulder target there. I'm surprised it's taken this long to go. Right, NQ. In terms of targets, NQ is still on a 60-minute buy signal. It's possible that what we're going to do is go down to the targets here, and then we'll still be on a buy signal, and then that will play out. What's the topping pattern here on NQ? Well, it was an interesting looking head and shoulders earlier. It's not really that now. Again, we had a slightly oversized double bottom set up here. That broke up slightly and rejected, so this looks like a Janus flag setup, which should get us back to here. Could that then be a head and shoulders? arguably, but it would be rather ugly. It might just be an inverted cup and shoulder, but either way, we'd be looking at a target considerably down here, 6750 area. That would go through the current monthly pivot, which of course is only for today, and more importantly, the weekly pivot. I'm thinking I've really got the minimum target for what I would usually expect to see for a retracement here at about the 2690 area on SPX. I'm wondering if we're going to go down and reach that level. I don't think Stan's expecting that, and maybe we're not going to do that, but it is something I'm watching. Right, TF. TF, the damage starts. We've got the weekly pivot. We've been backtesting it as a resistance, and actually it's held like a champ. This isn't an ambiguous setup on TF. The obvious next target is we've got double top support, which I've got on TF in about the 1518 area, and then we've got rising support from the low, and that's currently in the 1512 area. Those are the two key elements of support, and we're going to be looking for those. We have a 60-minute buy signal brewing, but it's not fixed on TF. Right, DX.